Last night's Thursday Night Football Week 5 kickoff. 7 field goals, 12 punts, 25 third down stops. Defenses got off the field on Thursday night 25 times. 4 interceptions, 6 fumbles, wait for it. Not a single recovery by a defense.
Wow.
They were all recovered by the fumbling team. And this is the defense. Again, defenses got off the field 25 times on third down last night and sacked quarterbacks 10 times, but 0 recoveries of fumbles despite 6 of them being put on the ground. Yeah. And wait a minute. This is the best one. I love this one. Russell Wilson, last night, we all know, rough night for Russ, 51-yard pass to Courtland Sutton.
That was awesome.
It was. It was a double catch by his team.
It was.
Courtland Sutton ripped it out of the hands of Montrell Washington. And the reason why there were 2 Broncos around the ball is because the ref took out one of the Colts defenders.
Poor guy.
That was when the Benny Hill theme really needed to be played. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of bad football.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Was that dreadful? It was so bad.
How bad was it?
It was so bad, they gave away free Prime delivery today to anybody who could prove they watched the whole thing on Amazon last night. It was so bad.
How bad was it?
They called out the poop cart for the whole game. It was so bad.
Rich, how bad was it?
Diehard Broncos fans left the game when it hit overtime. Wait, I'm being told that happened?
Yeah, that was real.
I've been to this stadium multiple
That
times.
was real.
I have been to the football-loving city of Denver, Colorado. I have lost track. Do they love the Broncos in Denver? I'll answer that question for you. Oh, yeah, they do.
Oh, shit.
They get pissed when you hear Arrowhead's the loudest stadium in all of football when they think it's not even the loudest stadium in the division. Third down, incomplete. The whole business, you hear it. They go crazy. It is, your ears are ringing when it gets that loud in that stadium. It's nuts. And they said, we've had enough of tonight's game.
We out.
They acted like they live in Los Angeles, like there's a 405. They got out of there to beat the traffic.
110,
What do we
101. All of it.
I've never seen that. They're like, we've had enough of the game. We're leaving. And kudos to Amazon. They showed them walking out. They showed them walking out inside the stadium, out, and they showed them outside the stadium, walking to the parking lot. Fred Godelli had 2 shots teed up of these people leaving the game. Al Michaels, he had had enough of the game.
Well, early on, Al was making cracks the whole time.
And Kirk Herbstreit, people are on Twitter like he's a stick in the mud. He's new to the NFL. Last thing he's going to do is show up.
Of course.
Al, I think he sat back wisely and let Al handle all that.
Yeah. Smart move, Kirk.
Honestly, I thought when this game was over, I thought Al was going to use the line, "Do you believe in miracles?" one more time. Yes. That it was over. That we were through it. We made it through the rain, to use a Manilow phrase. Look, and I knew it too. That's the way we do it in this world because we love winners in the NFL. We love winners in the NFL, and I knew whichever team was going to lose this game was going to get savaged by a fan base that sat through it. Okay?
Yep.
Savaged. It's a nationally televised game or streamed game, however you want to state it. People were begging for their internet to go down last night sometimes. That's how bad it was. How bad it was. Okay, so
that's funny.
Shout out Coop.
That was Amari Cooper from this very
a week ago today. Right?
yeah, very. I think
Gee, fellas, God bless you're here and paying attention.
That's funny.
Anybody who's going to lose is going to get savaged. To the point where the Colts just, what are they? We just going to let them off scot-free?
Well, no, they really stunk too.
Oh my God, they were terrible.
They were really
Bernard
bad.
Ryman, the left tackle. How many times can somebody get called for holding in a half? Here's the answer: 3.
Oh man.
And then there were other penalties by him, and then Matt Ryan had someone in his lap the entire time. I don't know what the hell's happened to this offensive line.
Did you call him an iron deer yesterday?
The iron deer in the front lawn. I mean, and the number of times, and then he was just throwing it right to some Broncos defenders, and you're like, what the hell's happening? And then Russ was like, hold my beer. On what are you thinking and what are you doing?
Hold my Subway sandwich.
Hold my Subway sandwich.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
So here is Russell Wilson, and then this is what, and I'll get to what concerns me most about the Broncos moving forward with Russ and everything else. This was Russell Wilson after the game, after on a 4th and 1, they throw it with Richard Sherman in the building, and he didn't miss his shot afterwards, did he?
Ooh, nope.
So they throw it, and he's in the pocket, and he throws it late, and it's incomplete, and the game is over. And the Colts, despite how terrible they looked and how much the Broncos were dominant on defense, the Colts are the team that walks out with a win. They're at 500 at 2-2-1, and the Broncos are at 2-3. And Russell Wilson, a dreadful night. 2 interceptions, one that he threw up for grabs like a punt, and then another one on 3rd and 4 with a 3-point game, and he throws an interception, meaning they can't even kick the field goal to go up by 6 and force a Colts team that couldn't put anything together to go the entire length of the field for a touchdown to win. He cost his team that opportunity. And then the dreadful finish, and this is the way he finished up his press conference, prefaced by some of his comments about his play on the night.
You know, I let the team down tonight, but the good thing is, one thing I know about myself is I'm going to respond. I don't know any other way. You know, I always believe in myself, always believe in this team, believe in what we can do, believe in what I can do. Thank you guys, Broncos country. That's right.
Now that's the issue here, is that he's new here, and Seattle fans are very familiar with the Russ you just heard. Take the responsibility on your shoulders. Say, I believe in this team and I believe in myself and my ability. And then finish this press conference with a rallying cry. It was always go Hawks for all those years.
Go Hawks.
And the number of times he said go Hawks, it was after a win or after a loss that never really alarmed the fan base so significantly that the direction of the franchise was at question. That stuff rings hollow to a new town and a new team potentially. I don't know what is going on in that locker room, but I did see KJ Hamler wide open on that final play and him slam his helmet to the ground like he is on a Hall of Fame trajectory coming into this season in Denver. Not Russell Wilson. 37 career receptions for KJ Hamler, who slams his helmet down. I didn't see every snap of Seahawks football in Russell Wilson's tenure there. A lot of other people may have. You can call me any Seattle fan. Did anybody ever slam their helmet to the turf angry at Russell Wilson or the circumstances that Russell Wilson played a large role in bringing about to show their frustration? Have you ever seen that? I've never seen that.
Can't recall.
I mean, but we don't see
James Palmer. James Palmer. KJ Hamler just all chatty Cathy to James Palmer after the game. I could have walked in. Okay, KJ.
He's not lying, though, Rich.
No, I know he's not lying, but guess what?
Wide open.
Guess what? KJ Hamler's not getting to the Super Bowl with, what is that, son of Rippon behind him? Mark Rippon's kid? Is that Mark Rippon's kid or nephew or whatever? That ain't happening. And Nathaniel Hackett is not staying a second longer in Denver if Russell Wilson doesn't turn it around. These are facts. And frustration, I get it. I totally understand it, because I even said it after that Sunday night game when they struggled to beat San Francisco a couple of weeks ago. I said that after the game that it looked like Tebow time, where they're booing the offense nonstop. But at least at the end of that game in San Francisco, Russ time hit, and he took it over, and he scored led a touchdown drive to win the game. That just didn't happen last night because he made the mistakes.